Most men die at 40. Hear me out. But not buried until they're 80. They lose their range of motion. They lose their energy, and eventually they lose their drive completely. They get tight. And in business, just like in the gym, when you get tight, you break. I'm Eric Bowling. Today, we aren't just talking about stretching. We're talking about the science of staying fluid under pressure. My guest today took a simple concept and helped turn it into a global empire, proving that if you can't move, you can't lead. He's the president and CEO of the Stretch Zone phenomenon. If you want to know what it takes to scale a franchise to the moon without breaking your soul or your body, stick around. This is The Edge, no politics, just performance. Let's get to work. All right, without further ado, let's bring in Tony Zaccario, the president and CEO of Stretch Zone. Tony, really good to have you, my friend. First off, I've been to Stretch Zones. I absolutely adore stretching. Stretching was a game changer. It is a game changer beyond massage and some of the other therapies. Can I just start with this? When you think of Stretch Zone, I want to get into your story and how you got involved. But when you think of Stretch Zone, is it before workouts, after? Or, I mean, I know you're going to tell me both because you want to sell more hours. Where is it most effective?
Yeah, listen, I think we talk specifically workouts. You're looking to do dynamic kind of stretching beforehand and then more static towards the end of it, I think. But you hit the nail on the head. I think what we've learned here at Stretch Zone, and it's a big reason why we've grown so quickly, right? 420 plus locations. And obviously what this research tells us now is that stretching is a necessary piece to not just those who are active or working out. Quite frankly, it's necessary for everyone.
So, all right, let's go back to the business end of this because a lot of what we do here, so we do health, we do longevity, we do wellness, we do all those things here, but we also do business. I come from a business world and Wall Street background. You didn't just wake up one day and Stretch Zone had 120 or 150 or 400 locations planned, whatever it is. How did he get to, hey, this is a good idea, maybe for me in the gym, to let's scale this up?
Yeah, I get a lot of kudos to my business partner Jordan Gold, who's the founder. He really started from an organic place of he was trying to spend time with his grandfather, and his grandfather was bedridden at the time. He wasn't active, and so that's when he started toying with the patented strapping system that is now patented, right? The proprietary stretch on method, just how to improve his lifestyle. And when he saw the impact that it made on his life, he quickly understood that listen, we need to spread this to the masses. So I had the pleasure of joining the brand we had 4 locations. To your point at the time, it was a true startup. Calling it dysfunctional is probably kind to what it was. But in spite of all the dysfunction, the units were really successful.
So
And I
how
think,
did you?
go ahead.
There's got to be moments where you question yourself, like every successful
Oh,
business,
all the
everything
time.
you've ever done, including my 3 careers: baseball, Wall Street, and now television or media. Got fu- fucking face planted a bunch of times. You got to get back up. Where was your first face plant?
I mean, from the beginning, right? I mean, we had hand-me-down furniture. When we first were getting in spaces, I mean, we were painting the walls, right?
Yeah.
We were laying the carpet. We were doing everything, and had no idea what franchising even was. I mean, there's countless stories. Then you throw COVID in that whole mix. I mean, that's a whole. I mean, we could spend a whole podcast and a whole episode talking about that. But to your point about entrepreneurship as a whole, I think we always trusted the service that we had. And when I first experienced it, like you talked about, I was taken away, right? I was like, this is the best stretch that I've ever gotten. And now I see why it's making such an impact on people's lives. So for me personally, I bought into that. I said, listen, if we have a service that is this unique, this proprietary, and this good, we can figure out the business around it. And we did, right? And that's where we got to today. And obviously now we have this data to back up the service. So it's been incredible.
Tell me about that. Tell me the data.
So yeah, so we just launched the Stretch Zone Effect, which is published in a peer reviewed journal. And really for us, we've always had so much conviction behind the service, and we've heard anecdotally from our members throughout the years of the difference that Stretch Zone is making in their lives, but we never had the data to back it up. And so we
I,
kind of bore the pie. Go ahead.
no, finish thought. This is
I was,
we're data driven here at the Edge. We love data. So,
yeah.
are you saying that you'll be 10, 15% more effective in the gym if you stretch first, or your recovery will be 10 or 15% better and faster afterwards?
Better than that. And so, like, when we first did this study, listen, I'm a big believer in kind of put your money where your mouth is, right? And you hear all the time, like, we've always said we're the best stretch. We believe that we're the best stretch. But why not put that through the rigor of academia, right? Through the rigor of a clinical study. And so we did. And so what we anticipated finding was like, yes, range of motion is going to improve. That's somewhat obvious. Now, we didn't think it would improve as much as it did through the threshold method, but that was great results. What was really telling was when we had, 78% of the participants report lower pain, right? Or we had 68 participants report better sleep, and the majority of them reporting more energy. It's those qualitative elements, put the athletic and the active piece aside, is that people weren't just moving better from using stretch zone, using stretch zone frequently. They were feeling better and feeling better to the degree of, especially when you talk about the pain one in particular. Listen, 78% reported reduction in pain across participants. That's significant to people's lives. People live with low back pain, neck pain, sciatica, former injuries, whatever it might be. And to be able to provide such a holistic approach that can have such a tangible and real impact in someone's well-being is incredible. And that's probably the most encouraging data that we have so far.
I'll give you a little anecdotal. Had lower back surgery twice, lower back and neck surgery, both. Lumbar L4 5S1, also had cervical C1-2, replaced, removed cadaver bone, etc. And I realized at some point in my aging career, somewhere after my 30th birthday, maybe 35th birthday, I think my tendons, my hamstrings and such are tighter than most people. And I really found that stretching was the only way to get through a good workout without severe pain, whether it's back pain, lower back pain, neck pain, et cetera, shoulder pain, because these tendons. Now, do you see more effectiveness on certain types of body styles? I'm a thick guy. I believe in good body shape, but I'm 205, 207 pounds, right? So I'm not small. And does that weigh into it?
Listen, Eric, you look great, right? I mean, you look strong. You obviously you're in the gym, and I think it's funny we say if it's better for certain body types. It's not necessarily better per se. I think it's that's kind of the strategy behind Stretch Zone is we offer that first stretch free so we can design a program specific to the individual. Your goals, your challenges are going to be vastly different than that of someone who's 75, deconditioned, right, and maybe you're trying to sleep through the night, play with their grandkids. Doesn't mean you can't still see the benefits from both sides, but it's going to be different pathways, different programs. I think the one thing that you see a lot of times with those that are active and working out like yourself, though, is when you're strengthening, if you're not increasing mobility, in a strong correlation to your increase in strength, you're not going to get much use out of the work that you're putting in the gym. And often, the further that you strengthen the body, your muscles, your joints, you're actually probably limiting your mobility. And I think one of the challenges that we see, and listen, I'm guilty of myself too. I mean, how many times, you say you're a former athlete, you probably know how to stretch the right way. And we always tell ourselves, listen, I'll take the time before my workout and I'll make sure I do a proper stretching routine beforehand. I'll make sure I really cool down and do a proper cool down stretch routine afterwards. The reality is we don't, right? And life's busy. We get to the gym, we rush through it, we got to rush home afterwards or whatever it might be. And so being able to provide that for our members and do it for them on their behalf while they get all the benefits, I think is really where we found our niche, and that's a big reason why we've been able to grow so successfully.
I played professional baseball, played for the Pirates, but in college, it was 45 minutes before every workout of stretching. I hated it. We all hated it. It was like,
everyone hated
can we just play ball? And I will tell you, it kept us minimalized our injuries, no doubt, but we couldn't stand it. And as soon as we'd stretch, play ball, we go right home. We never stretched post-stretch. But there are so many things, and here's the reason why I'm bringing this up. When you're on a team, you got a buddy system, right? You can help someone stretch your legs, stretch your back, pull you up. When you're an adult, you can't say, "Hey, let's go, stretch me, dude." They'll be like, "No, you're not my flavor." So you go there. Now, how do you find the people who are? This has got to be one of the most difficult things, finding the right. What do you call them? Stretchers? What they call
practitioners? We call them practitioners. And the one benefit of having a service that has such a long track record of product development, so to speak, right? We started, Jordan Gold started this in 1999. Is there's a few differentiators that we have. One is the patented strapping system. So you talk about someone else stretching you. Well, one of the biggest issues, and I've been stretched by athletic trainers in the past, is like a hamstring stretch, which everyone can relate to, probably that's listening in on this or watching this. Okay, well, if you're super flexible, at some point the other leg's going to lift up as you're lifting up someone else's hamstring. And so if I was trying to give you a hamstring stretch without the strapping system, I would almost have to have one hand down here, one
on the
hand
leg.
pushing your leg up.
One foot on my foot.
But my wingspan is only so long, right? So depending on how flexible you are, And so these straps really act as an extra pair of hands. And that's what allows us to get a more effective, deeper stretch no matter who's stretching you. And that's why we can get the same stretch from Anchorage or Fort Lauderdale or wherever it might be. But you have the strapping system. And then also when you have a protocol-based a method, it's easy to create the programs. But the third thing is, and you hit the nail on the head, our stretch practitioners. We're the only nationally recognized stretch training program. So as long as you're able to pass our certification, you are going to go ahead and be certified as a stretch zone practitioner. And obviously, we're going to find people from health and wellness backgrounds, PTAs, physical therapy, personal trainers, or massage therapists that go in and fill these seats. But you'd actually be surprised when we're able to be the certifying body and recognize it at a national level. It makes finding the team members that much easier. And it's a big reason why we've been able to grow so quickly.
Interesting. Little off topic here a little bit, but I'm a firm believer that the mental part of any your wellness, your physical, creating your physique, or where is just as well, maybe not just as important, but certainly a big part of becoming successful, getting your body where you want it to be. How does stretching affect between the ears?
Well, I mean, first of all, you're setting up a mind-body connection, right, between you and your muscles. And I think at the end of the day, when you feel better throughout the day and you talk about, obviously the study doesn't have the direct correlation between stretch zone and, lower stress, right? You can't make you can't make that health claim jump. You can't go ahead and verify that through the study itself. But common sense tells you when the stretch zone method has proven in the stretch zone effect the study, when it's proven to lower pain levels, when it's proven to increase sleep, you know, you know, on the tangible, right, and anecdotally, therefore, you probably can insinuate that you're going to be when
This
you
is a great
sleep
point,
better,
Tony. You're making a
you're going
great
to
point.
you're going to have a better
One of
attitude, right?
the common threads among the people who we talk to, wellness people, longevity people, we talk to doctors, we talk to surgeons, we talk to nutritionists, sleep becomes one of the common threads between them all.
Huge.
And you're right. If you've worked out and you haven't stretched, you're waking up. You're feeling your muscles or your tendons in distress, and stretching absolutely does relieve that. I'm saying it not because I'm part of Stretch Zone or they're a sponsor at all. They're not. I'm just saying because I'm a big believer in stretching. I want to get to another quick thought.
Go.
You've worked with, I assume you've worked with high-profile athletes. You've worked with billionaires. Is there any physical tell that you can say this guy or gal is going to burn out before they should unless they stretch?
It's funny. That's a great question. I've been asking. Listen, we have brand partners like Drew Brees. We have plenty of high-profile individuals that come into our studios. The one thing I'll say to that is what's always remarkable to me, especially when spending time in the studios, you can tell, like we will have 70-year-olds come in that truly look, move like they're 50 years old because they've been prioritizing their wellness over the time period. On the flip side, we have people just starting their wellness journey at 50 years old and they look tore up as if they were 70. And I think that's where you talk about the mental aspect of it. I think people are starting to understand because no one's satisfied with just retiring and doing nothing, right? People want to continue to live an active lifestyle. And I think that is a general trend that you're going to see throughout the consumer base for the years to come. And so with that, people are starting to prioritize health and wellness, and people are starting to realize that making these small adjustments or committing to like a stretch zone program and membership, that just stretching alone can allow you to do what you love to do a lot longer, and ultimately lead to a happier, healthier life.
I wanted to talk about something that I anecdotally stumbled across at my first stretch zone appointment about 7 years ago in South Carolina, Charleston. They started me off with a Theragun therapy. First time I ever had it. I've heard of Theragun. I'd seen commercials. I'm telling you, Tony, it was a game changer. It was life altering for me. That Theragun beginning, it just gets your muscles a little bit warmed up and a little bit loose.
It does.
It allows the stretch go. But huge advocate. I don't know if you still do it or not. But I will tell you, there is a business in that, and I'm telling you right now on camera, right now, if Stretch Zone wants to splinter off into Theragun therapies, I'm going to invest in you. I'm going to be a partner in that. I want to. I'm a firm believer. If you haven't done it, folks, if you're watching, you haven't done a Theragun,
if I start a Theragun,
hold on. Oh yeah. Have someone else do a Theragun on you because you can do it yourself. No, it's almost like trying to give yourself a massage. It doesn't work. You have someone else do a Theragun episode for 45 minutes to an hour, life changer. So go ahead, Tony.
Listen, if I start a Theragun franchise, you'll be the first person I
Thank you.
call to go ahead and sell my first franchise. No, we actually toyed with it in the early days, and I'm gonna tell you right now, we actually migrated away because it's not as impactful. I mean, at the end of the day, because Theragun is a form of massage, right? And even with massage, it sounds like you're well in touch with all the different modalities. Massage is somewhat temporary, and it can be temporary. And what we heard a lot back from feedback from the members, as great as a Theragun or massage might feel, really what leads to the long-lasting results, and I think that's kind of shown out here, especially with the study now, is that the time that you are paying for as a member is far better spent getting stretched as far as if you want real tangible results, which is ultimately what we're after for all of our members.
Very good, very good. Still, the offer's still there, and if you don't do it,
You will still be my first call.
maybe I'm
You will
going to do
still
it.
be my first call, Eric.
The Theragun zone. I use a yellow circle around this. No, I'm teasing. We have to ask these questions. So, I guess some people would say it's kind of the luxury stigma of it. It's for people only, who can afford that
Sure.
that type of thing. Let's talk about how do you respond to critics who say it's not essential. It's more of a want than a need.
Yeah, I think, and that's partly why we went down this pathway of the clinical research, because at the end of the day, listen, we have the evidence being in 420 plus locations, 41 states, now in Canada as well. We're not just in primary markets. It's not like we're just based out of LA or Fort Lauderdale or New York. No, we're in secondary and tertiary markets all across the country, whether that's in Alabama, Mississippi. And the reason why these locations are thriving and our franchisees are finding so much success in all these different markets is because there's a real demand. And it's because these members that are coming in experiencing that first stretch for the first time for free, they are seeing the results. Now, quite frankly, now we just have the data to back it, right? It makes it an easier story to tell. So for those that are hesitant, when you're able to go ahead and say that, yeah, the stretch zone method and stretching as a whole can go ahead and improve sleep like we talked about or reduce pain, that might make them more inclined to try it out for the first time.
Okay, let me do this real quick. I know we're running out of time. Very quick, three
Sure.
quick questions. Number one, what about those who say, and I know they're wrong, but what about those who say, oh, it's like a massage. I did it, and it was okay. I will tell you specifically, stretching for an hour is nowhere near the benefits that you get from a massage. But you tell me in your words quickly, because we'll do this kind of rapid. The next two questions also.
Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself.
Yep.
That's why we offer the first stretch free, because at the end of the day, we can say it till we're blue in the face, but until you experience it firsthand, then you'll see the real power of stretch.
All right, next quick question. What about the do-it-yourself versus the pro debate? Give me the cheat sheet on why someone can't just throw a yoga mat down and stretch themselves.
Sure, you can try, but like we talked about, you're not gonna get nearly as deep of a stretch if someone's doing it on yourself. And quite frankly, if you were doing it yourself, then you probably wouldn't be having the issues that you might be having.
And the last one, we live in a culture now, the shortcut culture. Ozempic, quick fixes and whatnot, peptides, whether it works or not. I do peptides, I do testosterone. I love it. I don't do any of the GLPs, but still the mentality is I need it now. I need it quick. Tell us why that doesn't apply here and shouldn't.
Listen, to some degree, though, it does, right? I mean, when you start talking about things, and we have a lot of members that come in, I know this is meant to be a quick answer, but you're touching on something that's really important here. People are coming in that are trying to avoid surgery, right? They're trying to avoid a hip replacement. They're trying to avoid lower back surgery. They're trying to avoid neck surgery. Because when they go to their doctor, they go to their prescriber, whoever it might be, sometimes they often jump to those more invasive procedures right away. And so obviously this isn't just a quick hitter like a GLP or stuff like that. But in some regards, if you're able to commit to a few months of stretching, that by far outweighs the impact of an invasive surgery like a fusion or something like that might have in your life. So in some ways it's, hey, try the holistic route first, but in a lot of ways it is a lot better remedy than what's available out there, if that makes sense.
It does, and we appreciate your time. Tony Zaccario, President and CEO of the Stretch Zone. Congratulations on all the success, many more franchises to come, and when that Theragun franchise.
I'll be on here talking to you about it.
Tony, thank you for your time. Look, the world wants you stiff, brittle, and easy to break. Don't let it happen, whether it's your business plan or your hamstrings. If you aren't flexible, you're finished. Hope you enjoyed the Stretch Zone episode of The Edge for showing us how to push the boundaries without snapping. So get out there, stay fluid, find your edge. I'm Eric Bowling. See you next time. By the way, you want to subscribe, just hit that QR code at the bottom of the screen. We appreciate you.